We are at the tail end of 2.6 and I'm faced with yet another account-altering decision. Yuno is right around the corner and I don't know what it is about her character. But I find myself inexplicably drawn to her. For whatever the reason may be. From the moment I saw her character, I knew that I had to have her on my account. But there is a problem with that. Currently, at the moment, I'm sitting at 70 pity on my character pulls and 35 pity on my weapon pulls. I lost my 50-50 earlier on Lupa's banner and wasn't fortunate enough to get Lupa with the 70 pulls I was able to scrounge up. I'm a D to play player, drip to play. Just know that if there are cosmetics that alter the way my character looks, I will buy them.
Hey, let me get y'all with a quick little fit check. Hey, I'm just too fly today. I feel like a bird soaring over these haters. You feel me though?
I am a kid in an adult body. I now have my own money to do with as I please. One of the expenses I choose to spend my money on is drip.
Alright, Carter, you got $25.87.
Not for long, I make bad financial decisions.
If I'm invested in a game and the characters who I have grown attached to decide to open up their closets for once and put on a different outfit, then goddamn it, I'm gonna buy that outfit. Yet, I'm still that same kid who would ask my parents if they could spend an extra $20 on a game for me, and they would say, why would I spend more money on a game that I already bought? Spitting back then, only if game developers had parents like this. Maybe we would get complete games on launch and not be inundated with talks of DLC before the game even came out.
I beg your pardon.
I mean, who the hell thought it was okay to make games $120 when the economy is the worst it's ever been? $70 to $80 to play a game that I, for some reason, technically don't own? What type of dystopian smut am I? Never mind. That's not the story of the video. Not this time. Back to the topic, Yuno and her weapon are a must for me. However, I won't use the Holy Grail credit card to make it happen.
What you gonna do with it? Where you gonna take me?
Take you?
Yeah.
You for a Waffle House? No?
I like Ruth Chris.
Ooh, you not my type of little shit.
Even though I'm spending money on the game for cosmetics, I still farm my astrites and dailies like a free-to-play player. Those 60 astrites mean something to me. Map exploration is still crucial, and achievements will get done because I need to scrounge up all the loose change that the game has to offer. As I said before, in the next 10 pulls, I can guarantee any character I want. In the next 45 pulls, I get their weapon, guaranteed. Which means, as opposed to my usual 240 pull requirement, my 38,400 astrite requirement to get a character and their weapon, I only need 8,800 astrites to secure the next character and weapon that I so choose. Since Yuno is a must-pull character, I have to take a look at my account and determine what is the best option going forward. Do I pull for Augusta so my Yuno has the most synergetic character to pair with? Or, alternatively, do I skip Augusta to ensure that I get the character that I want? Unfortunately, I have been in a very similar situation before. Prior to Yuno, there have been many characters who have caught my eye, and I just couldn't stay away. Oftentimes choosing them and wondering how the grass on the other side would have been. There have been 3 major decisions on my account that have shaped how I play Wuthering Waves. The first decision came towards the very beginning of the game's lifespan. That was to save my astrites and pull for Changli over Jin Si. A decision that in hindsight, I would make again. But I wouldn't mind if I grabbed Jin Si instead. I mean, I have a friend who stopped playing the game at Union level 50. His Jin Si still nukes and till this day does more damage than my Changli. And because I pulled for Changli, this has caused me to level up my Chisha, as she was the only other fusion character on my account. A decision I don't regret. Chisha and Changli have carried me through many towers, and there was a point in time where they were my best team. even with Yinlin and Sheng Liao on my account. But today, not so much. My second account altering decision was when I skipped Phoebe with the intention of saving all my pulls for Zani. Even after being told that Phoebe would be Zani's best in slot, I still held strong to my resolve, and I skipped her banner entirely. Then Cantarella seduced me, and I spent my Ash to get her and her weapon. Till this day, I haven't used her since. Yep. I still had plenty of Ash for Zani and her weapon, but in hindsight, I wish instead of Cantarella, I had Phoebe. In terms of endgame content, I have 3 teams that get the job done, for the most part. I like to call the carries of those 3 teams my Weewa goats. Camellia, Sheng Liao, and Chun-Li. Now if I had Phoebe, I would have 4 teams, all with different elements to tackle anything whimpering through my way. Instead, I have a character who's collecting dust, Cantarella, and a budget spectral team that is only really decent in the tower. Last is my decision to grab Carthea over Lupa. Carthea is one of the best characters in the game, but just like with Zani, I don't have the team to make Cart work. And just like in the Zani situation, if I spent my Astrites a bit more wisely, I would have had a strong team for Whimpering Waste. Grabbing Lupa over Cart would have vastly improved my Pyro team. I call Chun-Li one of my Weewa goats, but honestly, I'm not sure if she does more damage than my Chisha. With how her Ultra buffs Pyro damage, I do think that Chun-Li is the sub DPS in my Pyro team. Now this is not to take away from her. Although she may be the sub DPS in the Pyro team, without her there are some Whimpering Waste that I wouldn't have been able to complete. And without her, I would not have been able to get my title card. That being said, we need some variation. We need a little bit of help. Which brings us back to my current dilemma. I have a character who can utilize Yuno's 50% attack damage amp and my Queen Zani. However, I don't have a character who can also utilize her other 40% damage amp, Blessing of the Wand Light. Yuno has a domain expansion, and inside her domain, you periodically restore HP and stamina, which is nice in its own right, but there's also another added effect. Gaining a shield inside the domain grants 1 stack of Blessing of the Wand Light. 1 stack of Yuno's Blessing gives the Resonator 4% damage amp, stacking up to 10 times, referring back to the aforementioned 40% damage amp. I have characters who can gain a shield in her domain expansion, like Tao Chi and Yan Xin, but they don't benefit from her heavy attack damage buff. And here lies the problem that I now face and the severity of my upcoming pulls. I can run a budget team, but will that budget team be enough to help clear Whimpering Waste? Maybe I just give up on having Yuno's full potential. 40% damage amp isn't even all that worth it, right? Plus, I have a couple other teams that can clear endgame content anyway. Even if this team isn't good, I still get the character that I want, right? Or do I take the risk and pull for Augusta? Oh, this could make or break the account. The account will be fine. I'm a masochist. I do like to farm. Oh, but this could make or break the account. I'm giving myself 5 single pulls to pull for Augusta. And I'm giving myself 10 pulls on the weapon banner. If I get the weapon to Blessing, because I do not have a broadblade weapon for her, I would hope that at 70 pity I would get the character. Fuck. Alright. No point in beating around the bush. Let's go. 71. $72. Okay.
With the blazing sun as witness. Glory. Bow
God damn, that's such a bro. That's so fucking sick. It only took 2. 72. This is nice. I'm gonna give this 13 pulls because I was gonna give this 5. Okay. I'm gonna go up on 13. I'm gonna show you all the pity. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 pity. Single pulls. Single pulls. Okay. Okay, I'll take a purple. Undying Flames, not what I wanted to see. It's 1. It's 2. Yes! No fucking way. No.